I'm Natalie, and today I'm here with Lily and her baby Annabelle, and we're going to talk about how to use the Haakaa silicone breast pump. There are many different generations of the Haakaa pump. You can actually take a look at my link in the description below to see which options there are. Today we're going to use my favorite, and it's actually the 4-ounce Generation 2. I find it to be the easiest and most convenient, plus it suctions to the table, so you don't have to worry about your milk spilling over. When using the Haakaa, you can apply it 2 different ways. The first way is to simply squeeze the base of the Haakaa and apply it to your breast. This way tends to get a little bit of suction, but not super deep. It's really good for allowing just to collect the letdown. The second way that you can apply the Haakaa is actually my favorite. And that way you're going to invert the flange, squeeze the base, and then you'll put the flange back on your breast. It pulls more of the breast tissue into the Haakaa and allows for a little bit stronger suction. If this way feels too strong, I would recommend the first method, but most people actually prefer the second method. There are many different ways you can use the Haakaa. The most traditional is to actually have your baby feeding and then attach the Haakaa to collect the letdown. So let's see if she'll hang out with us for a second. Mom's a pro doing it with one hand too. Perfect. So one thing with collecting the letdown that I have noticed is that if baby is on the first breast and you're collecting the milk on the second breast that she hasn't gone to yet, there is a possibility of taking out too much milk. So my recommendation is normally switch the Haakaa to the breast after you've already fed her on the first breast. That way when she goes to the second breast, she's able to take whatever milk is there versus having pulled out the milk from the Haakaa and then she goes to the breast and there's not a whole lot left. If you have a really fast letdown or a lot of milk that's pouring out during that time, you can put it on for a few minutes on the first side, but try not to keep it on the whole time on the first side. Once you switch to the second side, you can keep it on as long as you want. Other ways of using the Haakaa is to help if you're really engorged. Say baby has a 5-hour sleep and you're like, oh my gosh, my breasts feel like they're gonna explode. You can put the Haakaa on for a couple minutes, just enough to get comfortable. Of course, you don't want to fully empty the breast, but it'll take enough out to where you're able to last another hour or so, knowing that baby's gonna wake pretty soon. I've also had moms who are in a traffic jam, don't have their baby, but they do have their Haakaa, and the Haakaa comes to the rescue. There's numerous ways you can use it. It's also really good when women have plugged ducts. You can make a saline salt soak with it and help to pull out the plug. Some women will get a lot of milk with the Haakaa. Hi. You can see Lily has a really great supply. She's actually already fed on the left breast and she's collected a lot already just in these past couple minutes. But sometimes you'll only see drops, and that's okay. I want to make it very clear that the milk you get in the Haakaa is not indicative of how much milk you actually have. So as long as your baby is showing you signs that they've gotten enough, which you can see that in my other video, I'll link it just up above, as long as baby's getting enough and they're giving you those signs, it doesn't matter if you get 2 ounces or 2 drops from the Haakaa. It works for some women, it doesn't work for others. Lily, what would you say is your favorite way of applying the Haakaa?
I like to fold it over and squeeze it on. It like gets a really good latch.
Yeah.
The other way, it kind of like often will even just like fall off.
Yep.
So that works really well. And like it stayed on this whole time and I haven't worried about it falling off at all.
Yeah, and even if she were to kick it or anything,
Yeah,
it's got
exactly.
a really nice suction.
And that's why I like this smaller one, because the bigger one, sometimes it gets in the way. And so this one fits really nicely with us.
Yep. There you have it, from the mouth of a mom. You want to get the smaller one. It's awesome. Have a good day.